The rhino, such a magnificent, powerful creature, but so helpless in some ways. It's believed they could be extinct in less than 10 years from now, but there is a plan to save them by flying them to rural Australia, would you believe? World-renowned vet and conservationist Dr. Peter Morkel is in the country to support this project, and he joins us now from Melbourne. Great to speak with you, Peter. Tell me, what are the numbers of the rhino and why are they so endangered?
There's about 20,000 white rhino and about 5,000 black rhino in Africa, and there's just massive poaching across the continent, particularly in South Africa, but also in Kenya, Zimbabwe, Namibia. So poaching is rife. We're struggling to get it under control. As we up security, the poachers up their game. We're not winning.
Why is poaching becoming so prevalent? It seems to be increasing.
There's just a massive demand for the horn, incredibly valuable, particularly obviously from Southeast Asia. And I think as the economies are booming in that part of the world, there's money available and the people want the horn. All
right, it's a terrible scenario for the rhino itself. Well, why do you think Australia is the answer?
I think it's a perfect country. It's huge, plenty of good habitat, plenty of fired up people. There's money here. I think it's the perfect place.
Would you envisage these rhinos running free in outback Australia, or would they be encaged or, surrounded in some sort of way?
I think it's terribly important to give them as much space as possible. These animals breed well when they've got space. Keep them in too small an area and it just doesn't work. So give them plenty of space, and Australia's got plenty of space.
I can't imagine anything in Australia being a threat to the rhino in terms of other species, but would the rhino be any sort of ecological or environmental threat to the existing species?
No, I don't think so. Although you want to give them space, it's not as if they're going to be running wild all across Australia. It'll be within a relatively limited area, and certainly they won't be doing any more damage than your horses, your cattle, and some of the domestic animals out there already.
Okay, so what area in Australia are you thinking of targeting?
Yeah, there's about 3 or 4 areas they've got lined up. Obviously, there will be a few animals going to the zoos as well, and the safari parks. I will let Ray Dearlove give more information on exactly where, but they've got about four good areas scattered around Australia at this stage.
All right, and when would you envisage it starting to happen? As early as next year, according to this graph?
Yeah, hopefully as early as next year.
All right, Peter Morkel, thank you very much. How can we find out more about the project?
Contact Ray Dearlove of the Australian Rhino Project. You could Google that.
All right, thank you very much for that, Peter Morkel.